guys, welcome back to today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yes, I'm wearing the exact same clothes as I was in Monday's video, but today's video is so freaking fun because it's gonna be whatever number things you may not know about me. And I tried, I reached into my soul and tried to find stuff that you actually literally may not know about me, like personally. So I think I've compiled some stuff that is like kind of interesting. Probably not. We're just gonna do this video anyways. I hope you guys enjoy this. I actually am taking this seriously because I think it's fun and it's better than a Q&A almost, because I get to tell you guys things that you may not have even wondered about. So yeah, let's just get into the video. I am actually obsessed with true crime. Crime that was actually committed, like crime stories that actually happened. I am infatuated with serial killers, just general murderers, missing persons, abduction cases. I am just fascinated with the human mind, schizophrenia. I know that in college, I obviously went for medical assisting. If you guys didn't watch that video, I went for medical assisting, but the psychology and sociology classes were my absolute favorite. I love learning about schizophrenia, bipolar, and depression, and other psychological disorders, and upbringing, and like what influences people, what motivates people. Whether it be their parents, where they went to school, how much money they have, the experiences they had in their life. I'm just really interested in people's psychology. And so yeah, I watch Investigation Discovery, and Investigation Discovery is a network that is provided on most anywhere, like if you get satellite television. We have Dish, and it's just called the ID channel. We get it, and it's just nonstop, 48 hours. They've got certain cop shows sometimes. They talk about murder. They talk about missing persons, cold cases. Cold cases are my favorite. Weird cases. They talk about everything, everything you can think of, and that is so interesting to me. I love that channel, and I watch it 5 days a week. Every day before I go to work, I'm watching Investigation Discovery. I also I listen to a podcast, and it's called Crime Junkie Podcast, and it is my literal, one of my favorite things right now is Crime Junkie Podcast. You can get it for free wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple, whatever. I listen to mine on my iPhone. I use Apple Podcasts. They are fantastic. So amazing. There's two girls that host it. One of them's name's Ashley, and the other one's named Brittany. They call her Brit, but it is so good. They've talked about some cases that are really famous, but they mostly talk about missing persons or cases that have been underreported, like cases that weren't talked about much by people or in the media, or if they were talked about a lot, it was only for a short period of time, or people that maybe deserved a better investigation, but they didn't get one, maybe because the public didn't care enough about them. There's a lot of cases they talk about, gay people and stuff that have been murdered or have gone missing, but the investigation was handled poorly, or black people or sex workers. They treat people differently, and they treat their cases differently. So they talk about stuff like that, and they are amazing. I highly recommend them. So I'm going to link their website down below. But if you are a crime junkie and you love true crime, I highly recommend them. And if you have a job that's kind of mindless and you do stuff to yourself, you just kind of keep to yourself and you don't really have to talk to customers or anything, I really recommend podcasts, but specifically Crime Junkie podcasts. I used to be allergic to oranges, and I'm not really 100% sure when I stopped being allergic to oranges, but I think it was probably around maybe when I was 9 or 10 years old. But I used to be so severely allergic to oranges that even eating anything that had orange flavoring in it, if it was from real oranges, it would break me out in hives. So would regular orange juice. And I remember one time coming into school in 2nd grade and the teacher was like, and I was like, what? And she was like, are you feeling okay? And I was like, well, my tummy hurts a little bit. And she was like, you don't look good. You need to go to the nurse. I think you need to go home. And when I looked in the mirror, my face was broken out so bad. I don't know why I was allergic to oranges, and I don't know why I'm not now, but yeah, I was allergic to oranges for like the first 8 to 9 years of my life, which is really weird. The next one's gonna come as a shock, but I don't like chocolate. I'm sorry. But I do like chocolate ice cream. When I was a kid, I wanted long hair so badly that I used to take my Nana's yarn and I would cut like 20-inch strands. I would cut like 100 or 200 of them. And I would like take pieces of Scotch tape and pull them out like this long and individually put the yarn on there. And I would lift my hair up and literally do like tape-in extensions. And then I remember looking in the mirror and being like, wow. And this is something that you may not know about me, but I have an extreme fear, phobia, whatever, of death, dying, dead people, myself dying. I worry about it probably at least once a day. Now that I'm on my medicine, I feel better. Like, I sound crazy, but now that I'm on my pills, now that I'm on my medicine, I feel more under control about my anxiety about death. But in that video, I talked about how I used to check my heartbeat like this, like 30 times a day, which is true. And now I don't do that every day. I maybe check my heartbeat like 4 times a week, if that, maybe 2 times a week. So I've really come a long way, but I'm still really, really, really scared of dying, which kind of makes you think like, well, your first thing that you told us was that you were addicted to true crime. Yes, I'm addicted to that, but the thought of me dying and just going into the earth and just being nothing and having no feelings, and that just freaks me out, and it's like a total, like, it blows my mind. It just, it just scares me that you just don't have any control over it, and you just go and like you just die. Next is I have a fear of speaking in front of people, even if it's just one person. I don't like to wear a lot of jewelry. I wear my wedding ring, and I used to wear a ring that my Nana had when she was alive that she passed down to me, but I'm having to have it fixed, so I'm not wearing it right now. But I don't like to wear jewelry. I'm allergic to a lot of metal. The only thing I'm not allergic to is platinum, sterling silver, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold. It has to be real precious metals. It can't be even surgical steel. It'll like make my ears bleed and get really swollen. I can't wear necklaces for extended periods of time. Like, if you've seen me wear a necklace in a video, it's because I'm only wearing it for like an hour and then I take it off. I own 4 copies of Mary Poppins. I had a polar bear stuffed animal, and he was like this long, and his name was, listen carefully, Pogo, Pookie, Pachacho, Potato, Pinna Bean, Black Pea, Potato, Poo Pie. I've only had 3 boyfriends, including my husband. I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, and yes, my family is obsessed with Memphis and the barbecue and the lifestyle there and Elvis and Graceland and all that stuff. Yes, we are Memphis, like, through and through. It's amazing. That's where my great-grandmother and great-granddad and great-uncle are all buried. And yeah, it's beautiful out there, and I can't wait to go back. I love Memphis, so look out for a vlog maybe this year sometime. I'm actually part Italian. I believe I'm like 1/8 Italian. When I was little, I was obsessed with Shirley Temple, and my dad actually looked into getting me acting jobs, and I remember actually filling out application forms. I actually like gardening, but I can't grow flowers. I can only grow vegetables. I don't know why. I bought my wedding dress online before I even tried it on. At one point in my life, I really considered becoming a fashion designer a long time ago. This is kind of embarrassing, but like, no joke, this is a little bit embarrassing. When I get really excited about something, I don't think I've actually ever talked to anyone about this, but when I get really excited about something, I get chills and I start to, and like, I start to like shake like I'm cold, and like I start to shake like this, and like, you know when your jaw like, you know what I'm talking about, when your teeth chatter, that's me. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, it's so stupid. Oh my god, like, it's so dumb. I've watched the movie The Ten Commandments probably over 100 times. My first concert was Everlife, Hannah Montana, and the Cheetah Girls. I actually know how to crochet, and it's something I love to do, I just never have time for. Alright you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys took something from it. It was really fun to film, and it was actually kind of hard for me to come up with a few of the last ones, but I hope it was a little bit entertaining, and I want you guys to tell me something about you that I may not know. Other than that, I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button below, turn on the bell for post notifications, but if you don't want to have notifications, of course, I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every single week, and I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.